So today we're going to be talking about shielding versus shining. And this is going to be so helpful for my empathic friends, especially if you're empathic to energy. So I'm going to teach you the difference between shielding versus shining and how shielding is effective but not as effective as shining, okay? I have a whiteboard. I finally went and got one. I'm so excited about it so I can use it during my lives. Oh my gosh. Way to be, Emily. I just unclipped my phone. Okay. Keep trying. This is the problem with going live, right? Okay, here we go. Stay put. All right, here we go. My gosh. Okay, shielding versus shining. Ready? So we have a little person, and this person feels like a sponge, and it constantly is absorbing everything. So when we are shielding our energy, which I'm sure a lot of people are more familiar with, we are creating a bubble around ourselves or a shield around ourselves. And usually this shield, I wish I had a red color. I'll write it. Usually this shield is red because it's made out of our root chakra, because our root chakra is built for protection. And so this is what it normally looks like. Okay, this is called a shield. I should label it. Shield. Okay, and this is what you're most familiar with. Like when you close your eyes, imagine a shield. Imagine the shield protecting you from all of the negative influences around you, etc. I don't like shields. I used to like shields when they were effective, but I don't like shields anymore because I cannot feel the flow of love through a shield. I cannot feel emotions through a shield. To me, love just bounces off. I've noticed that shields they're not effective when it comes to allowing anything in, even if it's good. Even if it's happy. Most of the time, side effects of shields are being numb, being depressed, and unfeeling, which I don't particularly love. So, if you want a better way, I'm going to show you. Insert second person. But this person, oh my goodness. Okay. Slow down, Emily. All right, this person decides to shine rather than shield. Okay? So instead of putting a bright bubble around themselves in a dark red color, they are going to be putting it can be violet as your crown chakra, or it can be white, light around themselves, okay? And they're going to shine their divine essence. They're going to radiate their divine essence. And when they do this, they are going to ward off anything that is negative. So positive things or light things, I should call it, can enter, but dark things, darkness, stays far, far, far away over here. That's darkness. Can you see that? Okay, yeah. It stays way over here because it's too dark and it knows that it can't exist within this light. Hi, how are you? So it knows that it can't exist within this space. So I want to teach everybody how to shine rather than to shield, because shining is 10 times more effective and it's much better for empaths, okay? So if you're a crystal in my spirit personalities system, and if you are a crystal layer, if you're more familiar with Stacey Sadler crystal or Pamela Osley Life Colors crystal, if your aura is a crystal personality, most people are going to tell you to shield up, and I'm going to tell you to shine bright, because your gift in all of these books is light. You have the gift of being a bright, radiant light. So if you're an empath, the same thing. You have this gift of being a bright, radiant light. So when we choose to shine rather than shield, we're able to still experience positivity, but we're actually attracting more positivity, and dark things cannot coexist with the light. So obviously, if we use the same, scenario of turning on a light switch on and off, we're able to, when we turn on the light, there's no darkness anymore. Everything has been illuminated. We can see everything, every piece and every part of us. So when we are choosing to shine, we are illuminating what's already there. Okay, cool. Okay, we got this? We understand? Shining is violet and white light. It keeps the dark out, so it's still protective, but it's porous enough that light positivity can get in, okay? Dark things nothing gets through a shield, so got it? We're good? Okay. So how do we, I'm using my hand. Okay, how do we shine? How do we shine? If we want to shine, how do we shine? The answer is fill ourselves up. I'm gonna butcher that. Selves. I am not a speller. Up with so much light. And this is sloppy. Oh well. Okay, so we're going to fill ourselves up with so much light that we become a light and we shine so bright that darkness cannot coexist with us. It cannot even get in. So suggestions, if you have any, throw them in the comments, like if you know ways to help. I'm just going to throw out some of my favorites. Don't swear. And this is not just religious, okay? Swearing has such a dark vibration. People don't even realize it, but swearing, there's a reason why we don't want our kids to swear. I don't care if you're a Christian or if you're a decent human being, you don't want like your little tiny 2-year-old saying the F word. Once you get pregnant and you're a mother, your mother instincts kick in and you're like, we need to clean up our act, right? And it's because we want to, when we are pregnant and we find out that we're pregnant, we're like, I want to be a vessel of light for this baby. I need to make sure my attitude is clean. A lot of people stop drinking and smoking when they find out that they're going to be a dad or when they find out that they're going to be a mom. A lot of people stop swearing. Their act gets cleaned because they realize, oh, I need to be the brightest light I can possibly be in order to protect my child. So, no swearing because, and this is not a judgmental thing. No swearing because it stops light from happening inside of us. It's a dark negative vibration. It has dark negative consequences. No substance abuse. Obviously. That would be a good one. And I kind of already went into that. Substance. Oh man, I'm not a speller. You would think after 23 years I would know how to do this, but no. No substance abuse, and what's another one? I had a list somewhere, but if you have more, definitely put them in the comments. I'd love to. How do you show your light? How do you spread your light? Teaching or doing what you love to do. Passion. I'm going to put passion. Passion is so good for us because in those moments when we suck at doing this because everything in our life is awful. Like we're just experiencing a bad day. If we can experience even a moment of passion, that is light. If we can go from like, the kids are driving me crazy and I need a break, and we go sit in a bubble bath and that makes us feel warm and happy and toasty inside, or we go for a walk and it makes us feel full of life and energized. If we do something that we're passionate about, or we do something that we're happy, I'm gonna add happy. If we do something that we're happy about, it's going to shine light inside of us. Like my husband, it was so weird because he was like, it's a funny story, but he was laying in bed and he was so depressed. And I was like, okay, get out your phone now. And I said, do you want to feel better? And he said, yeah. And I said, get out your phone right now. And he's like, okay. And he gets out his phone. And I said, go look up puppies. I want you to go look up the cutest puppies you can find and show them to me. And he kind of looked at me like, are you serious? Like, this is part of your energy healing session? I said, yep. And he goes, okay. And he grabs his phone and he starts to search the cutest puppies he could find. And I was like, isn't it cute though? And he starts kind of smiling and he's like trying to hold it all back. And I'm like, the reason I told you to do this is because your vibration was so low, I couldn't even help you. I couldn't even get through your barriers. So by this simple act of him going on Google and looking up puppies, it was so bright, it was happy, it was reinforcing happy, positive vibes. I know it's not always this simple, but his whole mood changed. We were able to get through a session, we were able to help him, he was able to find enlightenment and heal because he wasn't happy. This is why, I mean, if you know anything about the sacral chakra, this is why the sacral chakra exists. We have our needs and then we have our wants, and we need to fulfill those wants because those wants keep our light bright, okay? Sorry, that is a squirrel tangent, but I had to say it. Okay, no swearing, substance abuse, passion and happy, and then surrounding yourself with happy people or surrounding yourself with positive influences. Self with positive people. Okay. People that make you feel good to be alive. People that make you feel happy. People who make you feel excited or loved or nurtured, etc. You want to surround yourself with so many of these people. If you are on your Facebook, here's another one. Surround yourself. I'm going to do this. With positive influence. Okay, influence could be people, places, things, etc. It's anything in your general vicinity that makes you feel, influenced, affected, things that affect you. Surround yourself with positive influence. Influence for me is Facebook. I am a crazy Facebook person. Everybody knows that. I don't hide it. But for me, Facebook influences me, and what I see on my feed really impacts us, doesn't it? I think it impacts everybody, but for me, I know Facebook is one of my sensitivities. So one day when I was just fed up and done and I was ready to shine my light brighter, I went through my whole Facebook feed and I just hit unfollow, unfollow, unfriend, unfollow, unfollow. If it was not happy, if it was not positive, if I could not open my Facebook and go, that feels awesome to read. That feels wonderful. And as soon as I did that, I found resources like positive quotes and Facebook pages that filled my feed up with so much light and positivity. Everybody wonders where my Facebook feed, like all of my quotes and stuff come from. It comes from all of the resources that I purposefully follow, because when I want to open up my Facebook, I want it to be the most positive thing for me. I want it to be a really good, warm, happy experience. I don't want to see a girl that I'm jealous of and I don't want to feel jealousy of her body, and I don't want to see a person who makes me feel like I need to judge them every 20 seconds. If I'm not ready to work through all of that, then I'm just going to unfollow them, and it's not because I hate their guts, it's because I'm not capable of that yet. I surround myself with positivity of influence, and I feel better. And when people or things or situations are not influencing me for the positive, then I leave it alone. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not going there, and I'm not going to experience that anymore. So these are a couple of different things, and you can make your own list, whatever makes you feel happy, whatever makes you feel good. How do we shine? We fill ourselves up with so much light and so much positivity that the dark cannot coexist with us. One thing, I have to explain one thing. When we start this process, the second we decide, okay, I want to fill myself up with so much light, we're going to have to detox the darkness. Okay? We go through a detox. Oh man, that's a T, I promise. Detox. We go through a detox of all of our garbage, all of the dark that we've been hoarding on inside of ourselves, all of the darkness that we've been hoarding on from others, etc. We go through a detox, and this is the number one reason why people do not shine. It's because it's hard to get through this detox. The detox is what happens when we decide we want to shine, we decide, and so we say, okay, I'm ready to shine, and then people, places, times, situations, negative vibrations we're holding on to, negative emotions, thoughts and belief systems you once believed, etc., all of that crap starts to surface. And it has has to detox. Just like if we have, you know, I don't know, if we have a virus or a bacteria in our system and we take something to purge it out of our system, guess what? We're going to have a negative, like, influence in our body for a moment, even though we're feeling better. And even though we're taking the natural steps it takes to get rid and detox that virus so that we can feel perfect health again, we're going to experience this. We're going to experience a moment where we're detoxing, and it's not going to be fun, and it's not going to be pleasant, and it's going to be as fun as taking a physical detox. And we need to accept that this is part of the process. If we're going to shine our light, we need to be okay with the uncomfortable. We need to be okay with, for 20 seconds, for right now, for where I'm at, I'm not feeling good. For right now, I'm feeling these negative things, but I'm purging them out of my system. I'm not giving them power anymore. I'm going to shine my light. Keep your eye on the prize. Keep your eye on focusing on what you want. Why are you shining? Why are you choosing to shine? Remember how horrible it felt to not shine and to shield, and continue to do it every single day. I never stop shining. I'm always searching for more light. I'm always feeding myself with light nutrients, okay? So I could go on a tangent about that one, but I wanted to share shining versus shielding. Sorry that this live had a rough start. I'm glad that you stuck it with me. I need a better phone case for my phone, but I hope that this is helpful and beneficial. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down below, and have an awesome rest of your day.